Brooke over here. There you go. And with that, I'm delighted to introduce Kat and Brooke, and you know them. They're back by popular demand. So with that, I turn the program over to them.
The Kat and Brooke Show.
Good morning, everybody. Is this on?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Kat. This is Brooke.
I'm Brooke.
And let us step together for our photo here. Oh gosh. The center here has been open for 12 years, and Brooke's been here since the beginning. I've been here for coming up on, 9 years. Throughout that time, we've offered business coaching, and once in a while we have a tool come into our hands that really impresses us. And that's what happened with this book, The Value Proposition Design. And a lot of you have had coaching with us, and you know that our focus coaching series that we use this book extensively. And this book has taught us how to look at our customers in different ways. And so you guys have in front of you today a frame. And when we talk about getting to know our customers, these are some of the things that we think are important. How old they are, where they live, their education level, how they communicate. And those are all important. But we want to do a little unique thing today, and we want to help you see your customers from a unique perspective. So we'd like everybody to take their frame and fold it in half and tear that center circle out and put it to the side.
Yeah, I'll show yours. Here, you can. Yeah, mine. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. And now look. There's Don. He's one of our customers. We want you guys to look around at each other. You guys are our customers.
Oh, Steve.
Steve's our customer sometimes. He's our internal customer for sure. And so what we're doing today is we want to reframe your perspective about your customer. And so we are going to focus today on the jobs that your customer wants to get done. So back in the back, earlier this morning when you came in, we had a little sign and asked you to do a project for us and asked you why you came to Perk Up today or why you came to Perk Up the very first time. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to see what job you guys are trying to get done by coming to coffee. So, do you want to go ahead and look at some of these?
Well, first of all, we're going to walk you through this circle that now we want you to put into this frame. Okay, so these 3 pieces of the circle is how we want you to frame your customer. We absolutely know that those questions are important to know about our customers, but first we need to know these 3 components of the circle, and it starts with your customer job. So what we're asking is, what are our customers trying to do in their life or in their work? So what tasks are they trying to get done? What goals are they trying to accomplish? Are there needs they're trying to satisfy or problems that they're trying to solve? What is it that they're trying to get done? Because we need to know what they're trying to get done so that we can develop products and services that are going to help them get those jobs done. So customer jobs is the most basic element of any business. We have to understand what our customers care about, what jobs they're trying to get done, so that we can help them get that job done. So that's the first part of this pie. Okay, so we're going to identify the tasks they're trying to get done, the goals they're trying to accomplish, and the needs they're trying to satisfy. So with every job, though, there might be some pains associated with that. So what do we mean by pains? Pains are anything that annoy our customer while they're trying to get their job done, or they're barriers that are preventing them from getting their job done, or they're negative outcomes or risks that our customers are experiencing if they don't get their job done. So we look at the job and then we're like, what pains are in the way? What barriers are in the way? How do we have something that can help them get their job done and ease these pains, or maybe even eliminate a pain, right? The flip side of pains is gains. So when we can help our customers get their job done, then they are going to experience some sort of gain. So a gain is a positive outcome that happens because our customer got their job done. So what we want you to do, and we're going to walk through an example using the jobs that you provided us with today. So we're going to look at how to frame our customer using jobs, pains, and gains, okay? If you'll hold this, Cap. So we asked you what brought you here today, or if you could remember the very first time you came to coffee. We asked you what reason was that? Excuse me. And that was our way of trying to figure out what job you were trying to get done by coming to this coffee. This coffee is our product, if you will. You're our customer, and we want to know what jobs we're addressing by offering this coffee. First one. So this person says, I came, I wanted to meet people to share time. Okay. That's a job. Number 2, I would like to get a hint of my business. Okay. Whoops. This person says, I came to learn from business owners to help me on my business adventures and networking. Okay. 2, interested in the topics and speakers. Been coming for 4 years. Oh, I might know whose job that was.
Me.
To meet with Steve and talk about the focus suites. Information and connections. So the job this person's trying to get done is they want to get information and they want to make connections. I wanted to meet other business owners. I'm seeing a pattern here, which is good. I thought the topic sounded helpful. Well, whoever thought of that, they were right.
You can't put that one, did you?
I wouldn't miss a chance to see all of my favorite ladies. Well, that's a good one. And I wanted to network and find potential business. Okay. So we've got a lot of commonality here, which is great, meaning that we're hopefully providing a product or service that's meeting the needs of the jobs that you're trying to get done. But let's walk through the pains now. So we're going to take each one of these jobs individually, maybe just a couple because there's a lot of jobs here. And we're going to try to identify some pains, okay? So, here, you want to write? I'll talk. Okay, so this person says that they came, the reason why that they came was they wanted to gain information and make connections. So is there something that we can think of that if that's a job our customer is trying to get done, is there something about coming to this coffee that might annoy them or might be a barrier for them to make connections or gain information? Or is there a negative outcome that might happen to them if they don't come to coffee to get information and make connections? Is anybody? Yes, Kelly. Parking. Yep, that's a good one. Nope, that's absolutely, that is a pain. Weather, that's a pain.
I'm glad to see y'all know what pain you've been having. It doesn't seem like that's a problem.
Illness, yep, I might not be able to come, yep.
Distance.
Distance, okay, so maybe this isn't a convenient location,
Well, no, or maybe your business is in
a different part of town.
community, yeah.
Okay. Distance, good. What else might annoy you guys or get in the way? Your schedule.
Like,
Yep.
in my case, I'm involved with a lot of
Yep,
organizations.
and this is kind of right in the middle of the day almost.
Right smack in the middle of the day,
Yep,
for me, yeah.
Yep, good. Okay, let's move on to a different job, okay? So this person said, let's go to, this person said, I wanted to meet other business owners. So if that's the job that they're trying to get done by coming here, is there anything that might be annoying?
Nobody shows.
Maybe
If it's
no-
a bad weather day and nobody.
Yep, maybe nobody's here. Yep.
Right.
Are there barriers that would prevent this person from meeting other business owners?
Personalities could
Personalities. Yep.
be, personalities
Yep. Maybe they
could be a
came.
conflict.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or they don't have tools like business cards or whatever to
Yep.
really make the connection.
Don't have the right tools to make the connections. Yep. That's good. Anything else we can think of? I came here. I wanted to meet other business owners. Yes, Jody.
I think sometimes they're so involved in other things that they don't make time for networking.
Okay.
So the person comes for the meeting's gone, and so
Okay.
They get
So.
distracted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Quentin.
Other business owners may not be as reciprocal.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's two
Maybe
type
there's
of groups
some
that,
clicks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Non-welcoming group. Yep. Could be. Good. Okay, let's look at another one. That is different than meeting people. I came here to meet with Steve about the focus suites. That was the job I was trying to accomplish by coming here. Is there anything that might be annoying about that?
Well, I don't want to.
if Steve is not here,
Steve
There
might
you
not be
go.
here. Yep. Yep.
The suites are filled and you have to be on the waiting list.
The wait list. Suites are filled and we have a wait list. Yep. Is there a barrier that would prevent you from talking to Steve about the focus suites?
And
Yes.
Steve will not stop talking to somebody else.
Maybe Steve is too. Oh yes.
Steve's too busy.
Yep. Steve is too busy to talk to you about the focus suites. And if that ever happens, Kat and I can also talk to you about
Yeah.
the focus suites. Let's see. Well, is there any other one that's slightly different? Interested. Oh, the topic. Let's talk about that. So, you came here because you thought that this topic was going to be interesting or helpful. Is there anything annoying about that? Or is there any barriers that we can think of that would prevent you from learning? Oh, lots. Nancy?
This is real personal, but before I got my hearing aids, sometimes I couldn't hear
Okay.
and understand, and so now that you're doing.
Well, we got some sound now, yeah. Okay, so that's good. Anything else?
Speaker was ill.
Speaker was ill, and so it's yep.
Yeah.
So the topic is now different. Yep. Yes. Yes.
Discovering that your opinion that it might have been interesting was wrong.
Yes. Yeah. No. That is a risk. You thought it sounded great. Maybe we misrepresented what we were going to talk about. Yep. Absolutely. Parking might be the same problem for all. That might be a barrier or an annoyance for every one of these jobs. Distance might be. Weather might be. Nobody comes. I mean, all of these pains could apply to many jobs. Yes, in the back.
You're out of coffee.
We're out of coffee.
That's
That
happened
might be.
before.
That has happened before. That has absolutely happened before. And sometimes we haven't had any donuts that we told you that you're going to get.
But you know what? I didn't see one job up here like
Nobody
I
said
wanted
I
to get
came
a cup
for
of coffee,
coffee or
or I wanted
donuts.
to get a donut. So
So that tells us maybe the coffee and donuts aren't that important.
maybe they're
I
secondary.
don't know. Maybe they're not. Yes,
Maybe
Nancy.
the program, that program wasn't interactive enough to really feel
Yes.
a part of the group.
A part of
or
the-
to-
yeah.
They just spit out information.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Absolutely.
No questions.
Yep, that would get in the way of you getting the job done, of learning and thinking that the topic was interesting. Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about some gains. These are sometimes a little bit harder to identify because gains are not the opposite of pains and they're not the absence of pain. Okay, so what gains are the positive outcomes that happen or that we anticipate for them to happen when we get our job done. Okay, so I'm going to frame it for you. So may I have a question?
Say that again.
Okay, so
You give us the first example.
okay, so I'm gonna walk you through this. We're gonna take this one. This job was I came here because I wanted to share time. I wanted to meet people and share time with people. Okay, so I come to this coffee. That's the goal that I have that I want to accomplish. That's a job I want to get done. So I came. I met people. I was able to interact with people. What happened because of that? What positive outcome happened because of that?
Probably you had the opportunity to gain a brand new friend and a client.
Yep, we met a new friend. That's one. A different one is we met a new client. Two different gains. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No longer depressed.
Yes. Yeah, no, that is absolutely right. You felt connection and now you don't feel depressed. You don't have the winter blahs. You said depressed, right?
I did say
Okay.
depressed.
Okay.
You feel supported.
Feel
'Cause
supported,
A lot
yes.
of us, our families don't get it, what we're
Mhm.
doing, and
Yeah.
we as fellow employees don't
Yep.
get it either, so we feel supported.
Yep, absolutely.
You might have gotten some tips on something like marketing or something.
Yep, we learned something. Great. Anything else? Let's go on to a different one. So our intent was that the job we wanted to get done is I wanted to come here and meet other business owners, specifically, not just meet other people, but other business owners. So I came, I met other business owners. What happened as a result of that? What positive outcome happened as a result?
Picked up some new ideas.
I learned a new idea. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And somebody shared my name and business with somebody else. Who
Yep.
said, first
I
time
got a
I
ref-
met her,
Yep.
and she knows what she's doing. You should go
I
there.
have a word of mouth referral. Yep.
Yep.
Quentin.
Learned a new resource.
I learned a new resource.
Recommended a resource.
Yep. Yes.
And first to be a friend, and then maybe future client.
Mhm.
But basically, first
Make a friend first, and then maybe that turns into a business relationship. Yep. And that's an overlap because we had. Those are two new overlaps. Yep. Nope. That's important because when we start to see that different jobs end up having the same pains and gains, then that gives us a hint, or we can make an assumption that maybe those are important jobs to design a product or service for. Let's just do one more.
How about while you're here, this is the fringe benefit. It kind of goes like with what you said about resources, but
Mhm.
Steve tells us free programs or
Oh, yeah,
resource,
mhm.
Those
Yep.
types of things.
Community
that
info.
is exactly why we came here,
But it was a side effect. It was a positive side effect of coming here. You learned about all of the other free resources that, or affordable or free resources that you didn't know about if you hadn't come. Yep. Let's do one that's the most different. Is I came here to talk to Steve about the focus suites. And so I came and I was able to talk to him. He wasn't too busy. What was a positive outcome that might have happened because of that?
Got on the waiting list.
I got on the waiting list, yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's an empty spot and we got a new sweetie up here.
Yep, or I got on the wait list. I was able to become a member of the Focus Suites, or I learned that we have a sweet spot where while you're on the wait list, you can come in and use an office for $5 an hour.
Also, that you can find out that the cost is very economical.
The
here.
cost is very
I heard
economical.
Extremely economical.
It's extremely
compared to
affordable.
what I was paying.
It is extremely affordable. That is part of our mission, is that we want to reduce as much risk as possible for our Focus Suites members so that they can focus on their business. Yep.
And Steve would introduce you to people that already have a suite or that did and have
Yes,
succeeded as a result.
Steve introduced you to other Focus Suites members so you would get to know the community that you're joining. Absolutely. Okay, so this, if we were doing this for real and not as an example at a coffee, we would have you think of as many jobs as possible until you absolutely could not think of any other jobs. We would, same thing with pains, same thing with gains. And these are all assumptions that we're making. They might be educated assumptions. They might be things that we do actually know about our customer. Or they might be things that we're just think that our customer cares about, jobs that our customer cares about. Then it would be our job to go out and figure out if our assumptions were true or false, right? Remember, we talked about that last time. So why is this important? Why do we want you to do this instead of answering these other very important questions that we want to know about our customers? Well, because this. So this is just one half of the piece. Our second half of the piece is we look at our customer jobs. We go out, we figure out which jobs were important, which jobs we were right about. We figure out which pains our customers are actually really experiencing, which ones maybe aren't that big of a deal. And then we can design products or services that specifically help our customer get their job done. And then we can figure out, is our product or service, is it eliminating a pain or easing a pain? Or is it not? Maybe the pains aren't fixable. Maybe the pains just are what they are, but we can still help our customer get that job done and help them achieve that gain that they're looking for. So that really helps us in, number one, figuring out which products and services we should offer. And if we don't get this right, then really nothing else about our business matters. It doesn't matter what location we're at. It doesn't matter the marketing that we have. It doesn't matter the beautiful business cards that we have. It doesn't matter the fabulous processes and systems that we set up. It doesn't matter, because if we don't have a job that we're helping our customer get done, we're gonna struggle, okay? So that's the first important reason why we need to understand our customer jobs. The second important reason is because if you understand your customer jobs and you understand what pains are getting in the way of them getting their job done, and you understand those positive outcomes that they're looking for when they get their job done, boom, there's your marketing message. We don't have to guess about what we should say in our marketing materials. We have it all right here in our customer words. We know that our customers are going to respond to that because we know that these are jobs that they care about. And so it helps us make our marketing more targeted. It helps us figure out where are the people that are trying to get these jobs done, and it helps us figure out our competition. So your competition, Molly is a chiropractor. There's lots of chiropractors in town, right? So obviously we know that every other chiropractor in town is her competition. But if we knew why people were coming to Molly, we could figure out maybe she has other competition. Maybe her competition is Lost and Float because her customer is coming for, I don't know, more than just an alignment. And if we knew that, we could identify all of the other people that are our competition.
Brooke,
Is
what
that
if-
making sense to you guys?
What if, and this isn't so much fitting with your example because you don't charge us at the door.
Yeah.
$10 to get in, and so then one of my pains might be I don't have a $10 bill, so
Right.
I can't come today. Okay, but most of us, money is really the pain that we hear from customers. They either figure they'll keep doing it themselves because they can't afford it, or it's too much no matter how low you go and you have your expenses and that sort of thing. So what about that big money thing?
If your customer that you're talking to today can't afford your services, then you're probably talking to the wrong person, number one. Now, again, like when Brooke said, I'm seeing a pattern here, and that's good. If you're hearing it over and over and over, and if you've changed your marketing strategy to accommodate that, certainly look at the cost of your product. And then we come down to something that we don't like to admit, that maybe what we're offering just isn't creating enough of a pain for someone to pay money to have that solved. And how we compare that is, if you have a mild headache today, everybody's busy on Thursdays, so maybe you'll sit for a few minutes and rest, or maybe you'll take a couple of ibuprofen, but you might not even do anything. You might just be so busy and you're just ignoring it. But if you have a migraine today, you won't do anything. You'll go into a dark room. Whoever you've had an appointment with, you'll cancel the appointment. And you'll pay money, any amount of money, to get relief. And so on the spectrum of services and products that we offer, we have to look, where does my product and service fall? Is it a migraine problem that my customers are having? Or is it just a passing headache problem? And doing more research, looking into the market and finding what jobs are these people needing to get done? What are they needing to get done?
Some jobs are really important to our customers. They really want help getting their job done. For whatever reason, they aren't able to do it themselves, and they are looking to hire a product or a service to help them get that job done. Other jobs, they want to get them done, but they're not as important. And so they're maybe not looking for somebody to help them get that job done. And so it's up to us to figure out what are the most important jobs, what are the biggest pains associated with that job that we can help with. We can't help with every pain. And then what are the biggest gains? We also can't provide every single gain. So what are the ones that our customers care about the most? And that might look very different than what you originally thought you wanted to offer.
Right. When somebody's starting a business, there's two ways that you can kind of look at it. I have something that I like to do. I have something that I'm good at. I'm talented. I'm educated in this. And so I'm going to create this, and then I'm going to push it out into the community. Then there's some products and services that it's just such a big problem. Let's just take the snow removal. Snow removal is huge. It's big. And I guess we pay taxes for that, and I'm happy to do it. I'm happy so that I don't have to scrape 8 inches of snow away from the street in front of my house. That is a serious job that needs to get done. And you know that feeling yourself when something's happening. Oh, I have this problem. And all of a sudden, you're at Perk Up Thursday and someone says, oh, I have a friend who does videography. Oh, I have a friend who does accounting. The feeling of relief that you get is overwhelming. And so everybody's on the spectrum. We're not saying that there isn't something that isn't saleable or usable, but you might have to do more investigation, more discovery for your customer. Yes.
I just like to emphasize that market research.
Mm-hmm.
And you talked about the pain threshold. If it's migraine, if
Yes.
it's even lower, then it's not as big of a need.
Mm-hmm.
It's understanding and interpreting that market research. Just because it's a lower pain threshold doesn't mean it isn't a viable
That's right.
option.
That's
Because
right.
There is a lot of people who have that low pain threshold, and you can offer that product or service
Yes.
at a lower price, a
Mhm.
price that makes it,
Yep.
enticing for them. To
And
get
it matches their need.
Yes,
Yep.
it matches
Yeah.
the need.
Mm-hmm.
Then your job is finding them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yep.
So coming back around to our frame, if you pick up that little circle and you look at all those different topics or different ways to describe, and then you look at our group, we have a diverse group. All of you are different ages. All of you live all around the city of Lincoln. You all make different amounts of money. You're different genders. You're different ages and job. So, if we were just using the traditional method of analyzing our customer, we probably never put all of y'all in the same room.
No. We would not have targeted
We wouldn't-
you all
yeah.
to come here. We wouldn't have.
But somehow, when you tell us the jobs that you want to get done, then I have a feeling that if we market and we say, come to Perk Up Thursdays and meet some new people. Come to Perk Up, meet a new friend, find a client. Come to Perk Up and create collaboration within a welcoming community.
Most of the Thursdays, parking isn't a problem and it's free.
Mhm.
We're not cliquey. Everybody is very welcoming at Perk Up Thursday. We would use that.
Those are our
In our
marketing
marketing.
messages now. We don't need to say we have 12 kinds of different donuts. Some are green, some are blue, some are purple. That doesn't seem to make a big deal. We serve coffee in nice, handy styrofoam cups. That's probably not going to hook a lot of people since nobody came to hold a styrofoam cup in their hand. So you see how we're connecting those jobs tell you how to do your marketing.
Yep.
Okay, any more questions? Yes.
And I can tell now, you used us.
We have used you
We've been used.
unashamedly.
No, that's called customer discovery.
And so, but we don't have people filling out little yellow tags for us. So
Right.
tell us how we do
Oh, that's a
our own yellow tag.
That's a great
Okay.
question. Well, Nancy, we happen to have, so there is a process, and our giveaway today is we're going to give you the book that will tell you how to do it. It'll help you walk through this process. It's called Value Proposition Design. Well, somebody's going to get the book, not everybody. The drawing winner will get the book. But we also have a coaching series that helps walk you through making your assumptions and then going out and going through a customer discovery process to help you validate those assumptions. Yep. Or you can read the book and do it on your own. Either way.
Do you sell the book here?
You can get it online.
Yeah, we did we did used to sell the book here, and we're out of stock except this free one that we're gonna give away to the lucky winner. Yep. Any more questions?
She's got her pot coming up.
All right, well, let's draw for this book.
Who wants to do the drawing out?
Pick a cold one.
Annette Marcus.
Annette. All right. Congratulations, Annette.
This might be the perfect thing for you right now.
I think so, thank you.
Any other questions before we wrap up?
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you. Yeah.
I hope y'all take some pictures of yourselves. Get some pictures of our customers.
Could be.
And you know, one of the pains we're having now with parking will be temporary because I think half of our parking stalls are taken up with snow piles. So anyway, thank you for being here today. There is no need to rush off. Please feel free to hang around as long as you want, make new contacts, exchange some business cards. Check out the sweet spot around the corner in case you might have a need for a temporary office at $5 an hour. And if you have any questions for our team, just come on up and hopefully we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Yeah, like 2 months.